This is Lady Myya. Hello, you guys. We are back with another session with Nolen Davis. So, we're talking about the gel, you guys. Okay, once again, it's the gel. Okay, so this is the show, this is the banter. Hey, just sit back, enjoy, and just laugh it up. Just knowing still that when you hold on to your gut, it's because of Nolen.
You, you're
But
building up some big expectations here. Hey, I want to say hey to everybody, and I'm giving a salute because I wanted to show y'all how serious it was. So I brought the soldiers in for this thing. You see what I'm saying? I got my man over here in the fatigues. This guy is a guy that he and I, when I first met him, it was just like kindred brothers, that type of situation. He's seen some of the things that I've done. I've admired some of the things that he's done. In the book with me, which is the Pivot Anthology. Want to thank him for doing that, which became an international bestseller last month on Amazon. So, you know, he and I, we have that. But he's also part of this movement, also part of Justice League, and he's also a motivational speaker himself. His name is Hassan, but we call him Boz. Boz, can you hear me, sir?
I got you loud and clear, man. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Man, you know what? Hey, I want to thank you for rolling with me the way you roll with me. I could just call. I love the fact that Justice League, I could just call them and be like, "Look, I need you to be on this show," and they'd be like, "Let's get it popping," right? So
yes,
Boz was right there with me. Boz, I want you to explain your experience with the jail, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. The gel completely changed my life. So, I mean, as you could tell, growing some hair back. But
I saw the mustache was thick. I didn't want to say nothing. I was like, maybe it was just thin for other purposes. But go ahead, growing the mustache back and what now?
hey, look, that's only staying for the next couple of weeks. I don't know how much longer this can stay there. But you know, now, so obviously, I'm the Air Force, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be very careful with some of the products that I use and what we put in our bodies because we are subject to all kinds of testing. Drug testing, is a real thing. So not the products necessarily are always going to do that, but you got to be careful, right? So I've always been weary on what I chose and what I did. And before I get into everything, I'll let you know a little bit about my story with that. So back in 2017, me and a partner of mine out here on the flight line, we were hit with hydrazine. It's a chemical that starts the emergency power unit on the F-16. They know so little about what it does to humans that there's not a whole lot out there, but they do know that the non-cancerous things that it can do will completely shut down your endocrine system. So whenever I got hit with it, it was no big deal. I didn't know why everybody's tripping around me, right? So everybody's flipping out on the flight line. They're shutting things down. I got the ambulance coming over. We didn't know what was going on. I felt fine. They put me in a hospital, me and the crew that was there for 12 hours, had all kinds of tests done, and I thought they were crazy. So I went about my life and during this time, so I've always been real big into fitness, right? So I was getting ready to step on stage. My brother's a bodybuilder. I was getting ready to do the same thing just to say that I did it, right? Because life's too short not to do what you do. So I was just doing what I could. And I mean, phenomenal top of the line fitness shape. And then it started hitting almost exactly a year later. That happened in December of 2017. November of 2018, I started having some weird symptoms. Like I started shaking uncontrollably. I mean, looking like I had Parkinson's. I couldn't even hold a pen. I lost weight. Now, whenever I say lose weight, it wasn't even a little bit. I mean, I went from 210 at about 12 to 15% body fat down to I was like 170 within 30 days.
Wow.
So talk about complete muscle waste. So anyways, we didn't know what was going on. So then I went to the doctor, obviously got some blood drawn and everything. And they told me, long story short, it baffled them. They had no idea what was going on. And I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. And it's very unpredictable and it's very hard to control because you never know what's going to happen. Some people go one route, some people go the other. And they wanted to completely kill my thyroid, give me radioactive iodine, kill my thyroid, and put me on medication for the rest of my life just to make sure I can manage it, right? I've never been about trying to kill something that God gave me.
Mm.
So my thing was, I was always looking for something else. So during this time, I talked with a bunch of different doctors, a couple natural doctors, talked with some people in the bodybuilding industry on some things that they may have seen. But obviously, I got to be careful, right? And I don't want to be a pincushion. So they were talking about hormone replacement and all these other things. So lo and behold, if I do a lot of these things, if I were to choose to go about these treatments, right, it may have been really well, it may have helped really quick, but then I was at risk for losing my job here, losing everything. Because if I become non-deployable because of a condition, I lose it. Like, I'm not here anymore. I could lose my clearance, I could lose my job. And at the time I had 2 jobs simultaneously with the Air Force. So, I mean, I lose all of that, everything I worked for. So I didn't want to go about that. So I told them to kick rocks and I'll figure it out. So I started doing some research and found out, you know, there were some things I could eat, I could do. Well, right about this time, I found out, did a lot of research and found out about the balance of hormones in your body and how if you don't fix that balance, then everything can go nuts. Well, I started doing what I had to do, started looking up different, you know, food and medicine and everything like that that was pretty natural. Started seeing a therapist on that, like a hormone replacement therapist, the endocrinologist. Started helping me out without putting me under a crazy amount of treatment, right? Well, God works in mysterious ways, and that's whenever Nolen and I met. You know, I'm going about it. I started gaining some weight back. Still didn't get a lot of my strength back, but then, you know, after we met and he introduced me to this gel, I was willing to give anything a try. Everything he was telling me about, I kind of already knew. So I'm listening. I'm like, man, what is he going to tell me? Like, what is he going to tell me that I haven't researched or somebody else hadn't? I had doctors telling me all this stuff. So I was, you know, my ears were perked. My interest was piqued. So I said, let me see what I can do. I got a bottle of this gel. Let me tell you, since I've been on the gel, I'm talking like I wake up better. All right. Like I sleep better. I have sleep apnea, right?
Mm.
So, and that's other stuff here, right? So I have sleep apnea. And so I wasn't getting much rest. I was waking up tired. Bro, I'm waking up like ready to kill the day. And I'm talking like I haven't changed. By the way, with all this, I've not changed my diet. Now, my diet's a little bit more strict than most, but I still haven't changed anything, right?
Right.
So I'm waking up better. My mind is clear, man. I'm knocking things out and thinking about things throughout the day without losing train of thought. Like I'm able to stay on task. I feel better, right? So, I mean, I've got kids at the house. I'm able to keep up with them. I'm able to go out and shoot with my son. I'm able to play with the girls, you know. So there's that part of it, joint pain. So like being in the military and carrying and lifting and running around all the crazy time. I mean, anytime the weather changes, I'm getting to that age where I know that it's about to rain when my knees hurt, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's like that's gone. Like I don't even feel that no more. Like I feel 10 years younger. Let me just tell you, like the best way to describe this is I feel like I found the fountain of youth. Like period. Like it's phenomenal. My father-in-law he's a doctor too, and him and I were talking. He's heard about it. He's actually on the gel too, and he's been on it for about a year. Didn't even know that. And we were talking about it. He absolutely loves it. And he talks about all of his patients about the same thing because of how important this is. I mean, my not to get too personal, but my libido's up, man. My total balance, everything is just like ridiculous. And like I said, I didn't change anything else. I don't have like a closet full of magic pills. Right. I don't have like 15 syringes. I'm not a pincushion. So just literally just adding the gel, I'm talking phenomenal results. And I PT every day with these young cats and I feel young. I feel good. So, absolutely. I mean, this is amazing.
So I just want to say a couple of different things for those that are watching. This is his own personal testimony, right? He's telling you he's not telling you what's going to happen for you. It's different for everybody. And 2, when he says he's waking up ready to kill the day, he's saying motivated. Don't think because he has the fatigues on that he's actually out there killing people. I just want you to understand. You say kill and got on fatigues and people get crazy and bananas. You know what I mean? So you know what? I absolutely appreciate you coming on, telling us your story. Glad that we found something that could help you, and that's really what we're about here. That's what Lady Myya is about. That's what Boz is about. That's what I'm about, is really helping people turn into their best selves? How do you look better, feel better, and perform better? This gel absolutely does that. Boz, you're also supposed to be a part of Bio Boot Camp. We just had one this past week, and got a lot of traction from that. The next one is January 23rd, which is 1, 2, 3. The crew is called BDP. But anyway, so that's 1, 2, 3. That's some real hip hop for those that know about it. For those who don't know, man, y'all need to look that up. That's KRS-One. But anyway, so the next one is January 23rd. We're gonna have speakers on top of speakers. Boz is gonna do something from a motivational standpoint and with this PT training that he does. Myya has already been a part of the last couple. This one is going to be Bio Boot Camp, the remix. We have another Bio Boot Camp that we're dropping. The book is going to be Bio Boot Camp Keto Cookbook. That's going to be a very special one as well. But Boz, I just wanted to thank you on sharing your story. I love us working together. I think you and I, we're going to do big things. I think the book and this gel is just scratching the surface of what we're going to do. And Lady Myya, I give you back your show. Boom.
Thank you. Okay, you guys, I'm telling you, I told you that it was going to be Nolen to get that thing going. Certainly so. You guys have to really listen out for a lot of the other stuff that's going to be, coming onto any of the platforms that I do have. And I really try to put everything out so fast, but at the same time, I try to spoon feed you guys for a second because I don't want you to forget. So we want you to be involved. I'm telling you, some of the things that's going to come across here is going to be just really, really spot on. I'm still on my gel, you guys. I'm happy. Look, if y'all knew what was under this bun, it would just be like, why? Because my hair is growing like crazy, but I feel really good. I'm very focused more now. I'm using a lot more energy than I could before. So I'm telling you, this thing is absolutely the truth. So, thank you, Nolen. That's big flow there.
Thank you, Boz, for coming in, man.
Appreciate you too, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you know what to do. You can always hit us up on Facebook. You can hit up Nolen Davis, nolendavis.com. There's all types of interviews and different things up there on there. And he stays on top of this thing because this thing is the truth. Like Mr. Boz said, like a fountain of youth, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get in where we fit in. Well, we will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye-bye.